Welcome to Break Free to Brilliance podcast, empowering women in business through thought provoking interviews and insights. Embrace your authentic power, explore the impact of your story, and discover how writing your best selling book can amplify your message, authority, and the three I's: impact, influence, and income. Let each episode guide you towards brilliance in minutes. This is your host, Seema Giri. Welcome to another amazing episode of Break Free to Brilliance podcast. This is your friend and host, Seema. Whether you're enjoying your morning coffee, driving to a meeting, or out on a walk, I appreciate you spending this time with me. Today is episode 99. Can you believe it? We made it to 99. It's amazing to think we're just one episode from 100. This journey has been incredible, and I'm truly grateful to have you here. Before we dive into today's episode, I have some exciting news. On February 10th, we'll be celebrating our 100th episode by doing a special live recording on Zoom. We're featuring guest speakers. It's going to be like a mini summit. It's going to be an interactive session where you can ask questions and share your thoughts live with me and our speakers. And I'll share more details at the end of this episode, so stay tuned. Today, we're going to do something a little different. Instead of diving into a new topic, we're going to take a step back and reflect on the journey we've been on together. Over these 99 episodes, we've talked about writing books, building authority, increasing visibility, and using your story to grow your business. I'm sharing 99 episodes worth of wisdom into one powerful session, giving you the biggest lessons, impactful strategies, and top mistakes to avoid. So, if you're an entrepreneur, business owner, speaker, coach, or consultant looking to turn your expertise into something that attracts clients and opportunities, this episode is for you. So, grab your favorite beverage, whether it's tea or coffee. I've got my coffee, and let's dive in. Throughout our journey, I've talked with authors, business owners, and industry leaders who've achieved great success with their books. While each story is unique, they all share three common things. Number one is that they took initiative. They didn't wait to get ready. Maybe they did for a little bit of a time, but then they finally dove in even though they weren't, and wrote and published their book. Many of my clients who have either written their solo books or who have participated in a collaboration book or anthology book, they all stepped in before they were ready. They were afraid, but they knew that their message was something they really wanted to get out there. It needed to be heard, and the impact that they could make with it in the world. So they stepped in outside of their comfort zone and wrote their book. Even when I published my first book, The Authorities, with Dr. John Gray from Men Are From Mars, I was not ready. In fact, I didn't even believe that my story was worth a penny and that it could have an impact on anyone's life. It was just little old me, my story. What can it do in the world? But I stepped in, took the courage, and started to write my story. He made a huge difference in my life. I was not the same person as before I wrote it. Number two, they viewed their book as a valuable tool, not just a personal project. So think about like Amy Potterfield with her 2 weeks notice book, or Brendan Bouchard, High Performance Habits, or even Mel Robbins. She's someone that I have watched from the very beginning, from when she wrote her first book and really watched how her career has taken off. And it's been amazing to see what she's accomplished. They didn't just publish the books, they used them as marketing tools to grow their brands and businesses. And that's exactly what you want to do with your book. Your book is a tool. Even my books, for example, like The Power of Community and Break Free to Stand in Your Power, they weren't just about putting words on paper. They were strategic tools to expand my reach, build my authority, and make a bigger impact. And number three is they built an audience they truly connected with. They built an audience of their ideal clients. Social media is great to leverage it, but let's be honest, social media is a borrowed land. They are businesses of someone else and they get to make choices that is best for them and their business, which may not be the best choice for you. These platforms can change, your accounts can get suspended, a logarithm shift overnight, and we're forever trying to figure out how the new one works. And by the time we do, something else changes. Smart entrepreneurs use their books to build their email list so they have direct access to their audience. They build a more intimate relationships. You know that when you write, it's going to go into their own inbox without having to worry what happens on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, or whatever your favorite platform is. While they are powerful success stories, I also see entrepreneurs making the same mistakes over and over again when it comes to writing and launching their books. Let's go through the top three so you can avoid them. Number one is thinking a book is just a one time thing. Most authors stop utilizing their book after they publish it. So many of my own authors have done this. They lose out on the momentum after their launch. They forget that it is a tool that you need to leverage continuously. They miss out on a simple strategy as adding the title author of or best-selling author in their email signature. It can really make a difference to the people receiving the emails from you. Most successful authors don't stop at one book. Think of Tony Robbins and John Maxwell. Or even in my own journey, I have multiple books. I have 7 books. Each book expands your reach and opens new doors. Your book is part of your business strategy, not just a bucket list item. Now, you don't have to write 30 books like Tony Robbins and John Maxwell. And if you're happy with just one book, that's great. But make sure that you are utilizing it again and again. Number two is trying to do it all alone. If you're struggling to finish your book, you're not the problem. Your strategy is. Writing a book is not a solo sport. Many people think that writing a book is a solo sport. It is a team sport. You need to have a team. You have your editors, you have coaches, and you have maybe a launch strategist, or you can work with a publisher that handles all aspects for you. That's what Uplift Media does. And all you have to do is focus on writing. You are held accountable. You get guidance when you are stuck, and you don't have to worry about all the behind the scenes things of publishing a book. Listen, just getting your story out there and putting it on paper is challenging enough. If that's not your expertise, if publishing books is not your expertise, you want to focus on your expertise and let the experts worry about the rest. And number three is not having a visibility plan. You don't just launch a book and hope people find it. You need a plan to use your book to get speaking opportunities, being featured in media, and targeting your ideal clients. A common piece of advice that I find many book writing mentors or publishers say is to write within a trending genre to increase your chances of success. But I feel this strategy can backfire. Trends are temporary in nature, and by the time your book is published, the trend may have shifted or it may be over. What you want to do is write an evergreen book that will stand the test of time. So you want to focus on authenticity over trends. Instead of chasing what's popular, focus on your unique perspective and expertise. Your authenticity will resonate with readers and it will establish long term credibility for you. It's true when they say that the riches is in the niches. Now let's talk about self publishing. The reality of self publishing is that it offers control and higher royalty rates, but it also has its challenges that's, I feel, not talked about enough. Number one is that the onus is on you to ensure your book meets professional standards. That means you need to have quality control in place to make sure it looks as if it has been published by a traditional publisher. This includes having the right editor, doing your line editing, your copy editing, having someone to design the layout, having someone to format your book, having someone that has created a professional book cover. Please make sure your book cover is professionally done. The fact is that a book is judged by its cover. Number two is marketing and distribution. Self publishing means you're also the marketer. You're building a platform, and reaching your target audience requires time, effort, and a marketing budget. So it's really important to have the clarity on what is the purpose of your book, what is your intention, and what does success mean to you, and that will determine how you approach your marketing strategy. And number three is overcoming the stigma of being self published. There's a lot of acceptance today about self publishing. Still, some readers still hold some bias against self published authors. They feel anyone can do it. While that's true, you can stand out by making sure that you produce a high quality product to overcome these perceptions. I have seen many mentors advise that if you're writing a business book, that you should not get very personal and share personal stories. However, I believe that if you share personal stories that align with the topic and support the message you are conveying, can really help create a deeper connection with your readers. I believe that vulnerability is strength. Opening about your experiences, including failures and lessons learned, humanizes your brand and makes your message more relatable. I guide my authors to combine personal stories with practical advice to make their message more genuine and more relatable. By sharing their own experiences alongside actionable tips, they connect with the readers on a personal level, making the guidance more engaging and easier to apply. Your readers want to see where you've been and how you've come to the other side. This will build the know, like, trust factor with your readers. So, this approach helps readers see how the advice can work in real life situations, enhancing your know, like, trust factor. I can't stress enough that publishing a book is not a quick path to stardom. And I learned this the hard way. I figured I'm co authoring a book with Dr. John Gray from Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus series. My books are going to be sold out across the world overnight, and I am going to reach stardom. Well, the hard truth was that didn't happen. So, authorship is really a long term game in your personal and professional development. You're really building a legacy. You want to think of your book as a legacy piece that's going to represent your expertise for years to come and beyond. Focus on creating something enduring rather than chasing immediate rewards. Remember, this can also help all the future generations to come long after we are gone. And there's a continuous learning. The process of writing and publishing will teach you about your subject even more deeper. Your You will learn more about your ideal audience, and you will learn more about yourself. You are not going to be the same person after you've written a book. Whether you publish it or not, you're still going to be a whole new person after the writing experience. I can guarantee you that because I've seen it with myself and I've seen it with my 100 authors. So you really want to embrace this journey of writing and growth. So before we wrap up, I want to remind you again about our upcoming 100th episode celebration on February 10th. So I hope the wisdom that I have shared with you from the 99 episodes has been helpful and has given you some insights too. So I hope the wisdom that I've shared with you from the 99 episodes has been powerful and has given you some additional insights if you're considering writing a book and how to use it effectively. So before we wrap up, I want to remind you again about our upcoming 100th episode celebration on February 10th. That's next week at 10 a.m. PST. Live recording. This is going to be a live recording on Zoom with our guest speakers who are experts in their fields, ready to share fresh insights and answer your questions. It's a unique opportunity to engage directly and ask questions and gain valuable knowledge that can help you thrive in 2025. And I want to take a moment to mention that the content shared in this podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only. My guests and I share personal experiences and real life examples that have helped us live our best lives, much like friends sharing stories. While we strive to provide valuable information, it's important to consult with professionals for advice tailored to your individual circumstances. Thank you for being part of our community and thank you for spending this time with me. Remember, your story is your strength. Until next time, stay inspired and keep making a difference. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Break Free to Brilliance podcast, and I hope you had some key takeaways that you can implement right away. Be sure to subscribe to Break Free to Brilliance wherever you listen to podcasts. You can also follow along with us on social media using the links in the show notes below. We'll see you again for the next episode.